So, against all odds and to everyone's surprise, India has been rolled over for 78 by England on day one of the third test match at Headingley. और England तो 120 runs बना भी चुकी है for the loss of no wicket. So they're already 42 runs ahead. तो आए सब के बारे में थोड़ी और बात कर लेते हैं on this volume of Krikazi Diaries.
Have a look at that, Smiles up, oh, it's nearly taken someone out of the stands. That was a flat six right under the stand there, the George Giffen stand, up into the members, and it went like a rocket. Well, no wicket for 24.
Cricket is such a funny game. One day you're up and next day you're down and out. And I, for one, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of people over here, did not see this coming one bit. I mean, जो India की performance थी पहले दो टेस्ट के अंदर, the first one too, they should have won it and they definitely I think would have. वो तो बारिश आ गई and it washed out day 5 and England got saved by that. और फिर second test में जिस तरह India fought tooth and nail to force a result in a game that was surely headed for a draw. जिस तरह उनने 60 overs जो remaining थे उसके अंदर they bowled England out on a track which wasn't doing a whole lot. लग तो ये रहा था कि not only is India a better side on paper, man for man, but also ये भी लग रहा था कि India जो है ना mental game ले गई है इधर England से, and they've gotten into their heads, and mentally I thought India were at the point where it seemed like India would just sweep England in the series, but boy were we wrong, and how England have proven us all wrong, honestly. जो उनने character और resilience दिखाया है in the way they fought back into the series, it has to be commended. और मतलब आसान नहीं होता to lose the way they did in the second test and to come back and respond the way they did on this first day. जिस तरह इंडिया को 78 पे ऑल आउट कर देना इतनी कोई छोटी बात तो नहीं है. So definitely credit to England over there, and they for sure breathed life into the series. The first mistake that I think Virat Kohli and India's think tank made was to win the toss and bat first. देखें Headingley ये वही वाला ग्राउंड है जहाँ पे 2 साल पहले इंग्लैंड in an Ashes test were bowled out for 67 in the first innings, और वो मैच तो वो जीत गए थे because of an unbelievable heroic innings from Ben Stokes जो वो last wicket के साथ जिता गया था इंग्लैंड को. बट वो तो रोज रोज नहीं होता. सो इंडिया शुड हैव डन देयर होमवर्क एंड दे शुड हैव नोन कि हेडिंगली पे डे 1 पे अर्ली ऑन बैटिंग बड़ी मुश्किल होती है. बट दे वेंट आउट टू बैट देमसेल्व्स एंड दे पेड द प्राइस फॉर इट. आई मीन जिमी एंडरसन का जो ओपनिंग स्पेल था, आई मीन this guy just keeps getting better and better with age, and it's such a treat to watch Jimmy Anderson on song. और जिस तरह उसने पहली तीनों विकेट ली हैं, such key wickets by the way. KL Rahul, who was India's best batsman in the series, फिर चेतेश्वर पुजारा जो out of form है but he's still चेतेश्वर पुजारा, and then Virat Kohli. और कोहली के खिलाफ जो बैटल है जिमी एंडरसन की, वो तो he's winning with flying colors, and to have India 21 for 3 after that spell, I wouldn't even fault those batsmen too much, क्योंकि जिस तरह उसने उनको सेटअप किया है ना, 4 बॉलें अंदर लेकर जाकर then he would tempt them with one that was going away and draw their edge. It was just world class stuff, and I am such a big fan of Jimmy Anderson, and honestly I think we should all feel lucky that we're living in the era of Jimmy Anderson. So let's see how long he goes, but he's definitely made a mark in this test. He also acknowledged that he lost the emotional battle in the previous test. His emotions got the better of him, so he had a point to prove, and he definitely did prove that point. So England made the most of that moisture early on day 1. इंडिया जो है इनके ओपनर्स तो चलो इनको परफॉर्म करके दे रहे थे. अब इंग्लिश कंडीशंस पे योर ओपनर्स आर बाउंड टू फेल इवेंचुअली. इट्स वेरी टेस्टिंग फॉर ओपनिंग बैट्समैन ओवर हियर, और आपको रोज रोज तो जडेजा और पंत नहीं बचाएंगे. तो जो ओनस आ जाता है इधर परफॉर्मेंस का, दैट इज ऑन द मिडल ऑर्डर. Cheteshwar Pujara, Virat Kohli, Ajinkya Rahane, they haven't been amongst the runs, and this I think is India's biggest worry, क्योंकि ये इनकी spine है in test match cricket batting की. And you know, Kohli has played 8 tests now in 2021 and he averages under 25. जहाँ तक फिर बात आ जाती है पुजारा और रहाने की, तो पुजारा has played 10 tests in 2021 and he averages under 28, और रहाने जो है he's also played 10 tests in 2021 and averages under 22. तो जब आपके तीनों सीनियर मिडिल ऑर्डर बैट्समैन जो हैं, एक भी उनमें से 30 भी एवरेज ना कर रहा हो इन द ईयर, दैट्स अ मेजर कॉज फॉर कंसर्न, एंड दिस नीड्स टू चेंज फॉर इंडिया. क्योंकि हमेशा बाकी लोग आपको नहीं बचाएंगे. यू नीड योर कोर बैट्समैन टू परफॉर्म, एंड दे हैवंट बीन इवन क्लोज टू द परफॉर्मेंसेस ऑफ द पास्ट. अच्छा, no doubt England obviously bowled really well. I mean, it wasn't just the Jimmy Anderson show. He took the first 3 wickets, और उसके बाद all of the seamers pitched in. Ollie Robinson got 2 very crucial wickets. Sam Curran got 2 wickets and 2 deliveries, and then so did Craig Overton, who ended up with 3 wickets. और Craig Overton जो है, he was a very inspired selection because Mark Wood was injured, और option थी साकिब महमूद और Craig Overton के दरमियान. So that selection has been vindicated. But what I want to point out over here is that 6 of India's batsmen, they got got out to deliveries which were outside off and they edged them. So basically they didn't have to play at those, they could have left them. And this is a very big pain point for India क्योंकि ये इस तरह बहुत out होते हैं, specifically Virat Kohli. And this is something they have to work on. They have to learn how to leave better and they just have to be more patient, I suppose, in these conditions. और चलो उनको छोड़कर अगर आप रोहित शर्मा का dismissal देख लो, that was absolutely horrendous. It was so ugly. It was a ball outside off, it was short and he tried to pull that and he just made an absolute mess of it. और अब वो सुनील गवास्कर से तो सुनेगा because he done the hard yards once again. 104 deliveries आपने खेलनी है, you're on 19, you're a set batsman, wickets are tumbling from the other end. So I think that was an irresponsible shot from Rohit and it will definitely cost India because अगर रोहित खड़ा रहता तो क्या पता आउटकम कुछ डिफरेंट होता. चलो अगर हम इंडिया की बैटिंग को एक तरफ रखते हैं, we just look at India's bowling. I thought it was equally pathetic. They did not bowl enough in the channel, in that corridor of uncertainty, and they were consistently short and wide. So much so कि वो जो एक square cut पे चौका देता है हसीब हमीद, he scored that for at least like 5 or 6 times, identical shot. That's how bad India were, and they just seemed rattled, honestly. Like after getting bundled over for 78, lag raha tha jis tarah it's affected them mentally and even in the field. They were so lackluster, and you know Jadeja out of all people वो misfield कर रहे. Rohit Sharma had an opportunity to dismiss Haseeb Hameed, but it was not a good enough effort in the slips. और फिर overthrows भी हो रही थी. So overall it was a very very poor day for Indian cricket, and I would say it was a 0 out of 10 performance in my books. खैर England को भी credit देना बनता है. I mean no one gave them a shot at bouncing back in this series, and the way they've responded, it's just remarkable. I mean it's a testament to the character of this team, to Jimmy Anderson, to Joe Root as a leader. तो तारीफ जहाँ बनती है उनकी बिल्कुल करनी चाहिए. And now the directive will be quite straightforward. Bat as long as you can, bat all of day 2, potentially bat quite a bit of day 3, and essentially bat India out of this test match. Bat once, bat big, and give India an innings defeat. So India should look to avoid that. Obviously the game isn't over till the fat lady sings, so India should look to come out tomorrow and get as many wickets as they can, as early as they can, and try to make a fist of this game. Personally, I do feel that this game has been lost on day 1, which is disappointing for Test cricket supporters because you want to see a competitive game across 5 days. But India should still fight to at least regain momentum and maybe potentially save this game, maybe bat long enough in the second innings and secure a draw. Magar lag to aisa nahi raha. Looks like England have got this one in the kitty, but there's still so much left to fight for. I mean, there are 2 more Test matches after this. India have as equal a shot at winning this Test series as England do. So I do expect them to fight back and come hard on England and stake their claim that they're still one of the best sides in the world. So let's see where this one goes, and you let me know who you think will now win the series in the comment section below. So that's a wrap for volume 30, folks. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon in order to be notified about my latest videos. अगर आप पे कोई questions हो which you want addressed in future volumes, please tweet them at defmango using the hashtag AskRikazi. I'll catch you after day 2. That's all for now. Kazi off the mic.
Have a look at that, Smiles up, oh, it's nearly taken someone out the stands. That was a flat 6 right under the stand there, the George Giffen stand, up into the members, and it went like a rocket.